Hey, how's it going out there, everyone? Brandon here, aka Scourge of Motherfucking Vinyl, and today, another collection update. Now, I got a couple ideas floating around, because this is like the third or fourth collection update in a row now without me doing a different kind of video. And of course, I want to keep this channel a little bit varied, a little bit different ideas here and there. So I'm open to suggestions, whatever you guys want to see. Tell me down in the comments below. I'll let it float around up here for a while. But let's get into this. I've got some reissues. I got a nice package from my friend Nate, and I got a bunch of 2017 new releases here I want to talk about. But first, we are going to talk about Black Funeral. Iron Bonehead just reissued 4 classic Black Funeral albums. One of them is kind of like demo material, so I wouldn't really call it an album, but it's on an LP format, and a lot of this early Black Funeral stuff, impossible to find on vinyl nowadays. So really, really glad finally have a proper reissue. This is the first Black Funeral full-length Vampire, Throne of the Beast. This is a really short album. It's only 8 tracks, but it's like 20. It's closer to 20 minutes than it is 30 minutes, I believe. I think it's only like 23 or something around there. Fuck me if I'm wrong, but gatefold. And then all of these came on black vinyl. There you go. And all of these are limited to 500 copies, courtesy of Iron Bonehead. And then the second full-length Black Funeral record, Empire of Blood. I love, like, on black metal records when it's just very simplistic, black and white, maybe some like imagery like you'll see here, but just keeping it very simple, very raw. No need to do some kind of fancy packaging or special colored vinyl or anything like that. When it comes to black metal, especially stuff like Black Funeral, where the music itself is, pretty raw and visceral, and I don't want to say simplistic, but it's not, technical, obviously. But it just kind of fits the packaging when the music is like that, and a lot of the black metal that I like tends to be like that. So anyways, enough of me babbling. I ordered off of Discogs from Zion's Gate Records in Seattle. My friend Nate is a manager there at the store. I told him I was going to be ordering some shit, and he was more than happy to send it to me. And first up, I have a reissue copy here of Orenzi Pazuzu, Valanielu. I don't know, it's fucking Finnish or some shit. I don't know. I should have done a little bit more research before this video, but fuck it. I don't even remember what year this came out, but it was not their last full length, but the one before that. And I'm sure y'all fucking know about this band by now anyways. If you don't, they're an experimental psychedelic black metal band. Very, very avant-garde sounding, very unique sounding. It may not be for everyone. I believe that they are an acquired taste, but it's very it's a really good listen, very unique, as I said before. And this reissue copy came on this orange and blue merge. I didn't know it was going to be this color when I ordered it, but I knew that 20 Bucks Spin, who reissued these, they did this color and they did a blue and silver, so I figured it was going to be one of those two. Either one sufficed, so it doesn't really matter there. And the other record that I ordered from Nate and Zion's Gate, Demon Sea, Enthroned as the Night. This is the Forever Plagued reissue, and this simply on black vinyl. as I was talking about with the Black Funeral records, when you have a record like this, very simple, just black and white artwork and all that stuff, just keep it simple. Comes with a lyric insert, picture there on the back, and a rather large poster that I'm not going to do anything with. It's just going to sit in this LP, but fuck it, why not? I'll show you. It's just the cover art. It's cool to look at, but it won't be going to much use. So, Demon Sea, I know I've talked about on here before. Classic US black metal. Alright, and on to some 2017 releases. First up, Bone Hunter with Sexual Panic Human Machine. What a title. What a cover. Check out that big ass werewolf dick right there. I love Bone Hunter, man. Finnish devil metal punks. Their full length prior to this, Evil Triumphs Again. One of my favorite kind of black metal punkish records. And this one is much of the same. Comes on this awesome yellow with like a green and purple splatter. Green and brown, or I don't know. Who cares? It just looks cool. And yeah, if you don't know Bone Hunter, I suggest you check them out. And there's some really great songs on here. Enter the Satan's Dimension, the opening track. Spectre of Sex Vengeance, the title track, Sexual Panic Human Machine. This is just really rad. Kind of punk-inspired black metal. Really cool shit. This came out on Hell's Headbangers. I feel a sneeze coming on, but it's just like chilling for like a second. Maybe it'll come. Maybe I'll sneeze. If I don't, I just made a fool of myself. Anyways, next up, this came out in like early January, so it got caught in kind of that time, but like when 2016 was ending and 2017 was beginning, so I feel like it kind of went under the radar, but it should be on a lot of people's year-end lists because this is Tomb Mold with Primordial Malignity. They are a death metal band based out of Canada, and man, this is just like that filthy, to Jack, Ground Zero Salem's favorite adjective, cavernous. Just like it really, I put on this record and immediately I think, Incantation, Disma, those kind of like deep, dark death metal bands where the shit just sounds like it was recorded in a sewer on a fucking platter of just like guts, I think you know what I mean. That was probably a terrible description, but you get it. Put out by Blood Harvest. It's black vinyl. There were a couple colored variants, but I found this at a record store here in New Jersey. I already had the CD copy, but I was more than happy to pick up this LP copy because that is just some devastating shit right there. And a couple pre-orders just came in. This one, Goat Whore, Vengeful Ascension. Blackened death thrash, if you will. They've been around for a while. If you don't know Goat Whore by now, you've been living under a rock. Louisiana, those NOLA boys, they really know how to, just scrape that dirt and grime off the bottom of your boot and put it on a fucking record, man. This is some really heavy shit, as always, from the guys in Goat Whore. Ben Faugust, Sammy DeWitt. What a 1-2 punch that is. This came on a clear with like a smoky black haze, I guess you could call it. but vinyl color is the least of my concern. On here, you have some really great shit. Under the Flesh, Into the Soul, Chaos Arcane, Drowned in Grim Rebirth, the first track on the B-side. Really awesome songs. If I had to, pick out a couple of my favorites off this. I've given this a couple spins so far. I'm sure it's going to get more. I can't say for sure ultimately how I feel about it. I think Blood for the Master is probably still my favorite Goatwhore material. That and Carving Out the Eyes of God, I don't think will ever be topped as far as Goatwhore is concerned, but definitely a solid release from this band. It's always a pleasure to pick up something from a band that's well-known, well-versed in what they do, and they're not trying to reinvent the wheel. And that's, with a band like this that's already kind of made their mark, that's really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for consistency. I'm looking for exceptional musicianship and songwriting, and Vengeful Ascension has all that in leaps and bounds. You're going to find it on here. So definitely a quality release. I would recommend it if you're a fan of Goatwhore or any sort of blackened thrash or, death metal, anything like that. And then this one, I really think I saved the best for last this time, because this record has been raping my ear holes for the past few days. And I'm talking about the new Dying Fetus record, Wrong One to Fuck With. Now, as that title emerged from my mouth, I'm sure a couple of you cringed a little bit. But I'm here to say that the title of this album fits what is on this album, because, oh man, this fucking record, goddamn, it really is just a savage beat down upon your senses. And along with the album art and the title, I think it's fitting. You guys can hate it all you want. I mean, I'm not going to go around wearing a shirt that has Wrong One to Fuck With in giant letters just because I'm a grown-ass man and I'm over that shit. If I was 16, I probably would have been all about it, but I'm not going to gripe over it because this record is fucking amazing. I loved Reign Supreme. This is way better than that. The opening track, Fixated on Devastation, right into Panic Amongst the Herd, right into Die With Integrity, right into Reveling in the Abyss. Those first 4 songs alone, like if this was a 4-song EP, that'd be enough, but there's more. The title track is fucking outstanding. I am infatuated with this right now, if you couldn't tell. And I really think that this is some of Dying Fetus's best work in a long time. Maybe since even... No, I don't want to say it. I was going to say maybe since Destroy the Opposition, but that record came out like 17 years ago, and they've done a lot of quality stuff in between that time. And this is too fresh on my mind to be going and saying something like that, so erase that from your memory. Don't listen to me. Nice gatefold packaging. All the lyrics in here. And this pressing is the one that came with the knife, which I already showed. And the pressing of this I thought was very kind of unique, because on one side you get that blood red and bone white merge that they're talking about, and then on the other side you get a little bit more of that splatter effect that they were going for. So on one side it's more of just a heavy merge, and then on the other side you have a little bit more of the splatter to go along with the merge. So it's very interesting to see the difference in the variant from side A to side B. And it's a 2 LP, it's a double LP, and both records are like this. I don't think I've ever really noticed anything like that on any other record, so just thought that was a little different, but still cool nonetheless. So that's it for this video. I'm done gushing over Dying Fetus, but like I said before, if there's any topics that you guys want to see me cover, I'm always down to hear your ideas, and I've got a couple that are floating around right now. When I have the time, maybe I'll put something together. But for now, I hope you're enjoying these regular vinyl updates. Been getting a lot of cool shit. 2017 has been a pretty good year so far. I have no complaints. So, as always, thank you for tuning into these videos, watching, liking, subscribing, all of that good shit. And until the next time, take care.